Hey everyone, it's time for Geocache Talk. Whether you're at work, in the car, wherever you are, we hope you enjoy the show. Please give it a like and subscribe on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and now Overcast, so you can get all the weekly Geocache Talk goodness. Big thanks to the Travel Bugs for the music and our patrons, Doug Jones, Joshua and Caleb Slinkard, Tom Brotherman, Deborah Burris, Joshua, the geocaching vlogger, Nick Hubbard, Andrew Tiepkin, Cecilia Perez, Sydney Sawyer, Valena Mahar, Jane Jewell, Craig Michelle, the Geo Gearheads, Zach Fick, the Deadliest Cachers, Tim Terrell, Neil Moore, Molly the Geocaching Dog, Dee and David Vickery, Geocaching Adam, Lori Post, Peter Stepanek, the No Code Geocachers, Paula Hughes, Ed Shaper, John Langston, Scott Thompson, and our new patrons, Francis Ibero, and Geo Rick, who is our first Kiwi from Auckland, New Zealand. If you'd like to become a patron, head on over to patreon.com/geocache talk for more details. Patrons get path tags, coins, and other geocaching swag during the year, and we are sending our coins out to our patrons. There's the coin. Put it right here. Yep, Sydney's got hers. And Jesse, where's yours? Around somewhere? Oh, he's got his right there. Oh, well, yeah.
I got the invisible version of the coin.
It's the clear
one.
It's a round, so yeah, it's a clear version of it.
Special version.
Yes, and we do special events for patrons. Support levels start at as little as $3 a month. Well, we got a big show today, so we're gonna jump right into it. So let me start by welcoming my co-host, Sydney.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes, it's afternoon today for this show. And Jesse?
I almost said good evening, even though it's in the middle of the afternoon, but good afternoon, everybody.
It's evening for our guest tonight, but
yes,
we're going to jump right into that. Show number 64 for August 27th as we welcome Jolien and Jenno to the show. Welcome to Geocache Talk.
Hello, America.
Yes, it's nighttime for you guys. It's 10 o'clock?
Yes, indeed.
Yes. All right. We're going to talk through some news, and we'll ask. Well, you guys can, of course, join in if you want to, but we'll get to the actual geocaching topic and talk to you guys here in a minute about that. But a couple of news items we want to get through. One is that our coin, which I did show a minute ago, we now have. I think I got it right where the logo is.
You tried to do this last week.
I know it's hard to do because everything's backwards. So there we go.
Down.
Is it upside down too? Let me fix it. There we go. All right.
Yay!
Yay, I fixed it. So, all right. Anyway, if you'd like to purchase one on the website, geocachetalk.com, you can buy them for $15. And if you want to buy them and you live anywhere in the world, even in Belgium, you could buy one. They're $20 international. So there you go. Got those out there.
That sounds interesting.
Yes.
We're pretty excited about them. They just came out, so
yeah, we just got them, so we're fired up about our first coin for our show.
Very nice.
Yeah,
They did a great job.
They turned out great. Go ahead, Jesse.
Well, in other geocaching news, history virtuals have come out. No, well, close.
What?
Okay, maybe not history virtuals, but the virtual rewards are out, and I know a lot of people have probably heard about them by now. That it blew up social media when they came out. But for anybody that hasn't, geocaching.com has released some virtual rewards, which is essentially a re-release of a limited number of 4,000 virtuals, brand new, that can be placed around the country. And they have a secret algorithm, which if you go on the blog to get more information about it on geocaching.com's blog, they will tell you they're not releasing the algorithm, but they'll give you a hint as to how they picked it. So it's based on geocachers releasing quality geocaches and geocache health, which they have a definition of, and their geocaching activity. So I think they were trying to make sure they didn't release them to dead accounts and people that are no longer active or are not really geocaching regularly, so they can see. And I think we checked right before the show, and there was like 160 something of them already published.
In the hundreds, yes.
Yeah,
So,
I'm showing 127. In fact, let me show this. Let me show my screen, and we can talk about a couple of them. If I get, let me get to where I want to wait before I. good
while you're pulling that up, if we'll have some
Yep.
links in the show notes to basically the information about the virtual rewards and the guidelines. I suspect that several of our listeners or watchers got some, so let us know if you did.
Mhm.
And
I know that I think Antaeus got one.
okay,
Dano Pugach got one, and I think someone on the show got one. Is that correct?
One of us did. It wasn't me.
maybe
It wasn't me.
I don't know who it was. So I guess we'll see in the future, right? But so that'll be interesting as those come out, and we hope, and we'll talk about those, I think, in more length in the future as they start showing up. But we're hoping for good quality, and everybody should be pretty excited about that. I know I am anyway, to see some new things to go after.
Yeah, Electric Water Boy got one, and
Okay.
well, he got an FTF, I should say. Let me correct this. He got the FTF on the Alamo.
Nice.
In San Antonio.
Nice.
So yeah, he was FTF on that. And hello to GeoPaul. GeoPaul is our Brit, our buddy in England who's been on the show before, and so very international tonight. So yeah, let me show the screen, my screen, and let's talk a little bit. Let me make sure I get this right because I want to goof this thing up. All right, share my screen, and let me go to here. And so Jolien and Jenno, there's one not too far from you guys, I don't think. Let me see. Well, it's a little ways. I take that. Yeah, I take that back. It is a little bit. It's not too bad. I mean,
It's
comparatively
far away.
It's up in the Netherlands, but it's this one right here.
There's
it's
one
up
in
near-
Belgium, though, right?
Is there? Well, let me take a
I
look.
thought there was.
Was there? Maybe I missed it. Let me go down to Belgium. There we go. Oh, there is. There's one right here. This is,
We were there yesterday.
Yeah.
oh,
You were there yesterday?
Yes, but we didn't know about the cache, so
oh,
it's something
okay.
new to us.
Well, you'll have to go back now because
Yeah, we have to see it.
yeah, it's a new virtual. So you just have to answer some questions, and well, you guys will probably
Sounds interesting.
Do it.
yeah, because you're right here, right in Lille. Did I say it correctly? Lille.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sure.
Because you're east of Antwerp. I mean, you're east of Antwerp, and you're northeast of Brussels down here. And there it is. So there you go. GC7 B as in boy 6Z1, as they would say in England. Or so anyway. So fun stuff there. All right. I mean,
So you have a list of those on the Geocache Talk website too, is right, Gary?
yes.
With the link to the ones more from Project GC as they come out.
Yeah, we've got a link. I listed the first 12, and now we're like I said, there's hundreds of them, but I do have the link so you can see whatever the latest is. And I'm thanks to Project GC for putting that out there.
So that's pretty neat. We'll kind of follow that because there's no real word on what they're going to do afterwards. They just said they're going to do this for now and see what happens. So we don't know if they're going to come back or not. I guess this is a trial for that.
It will definitely be interesting. I'm excited.
Yep.
I know there's a couple coming to my city, so that's exciting. And
What else we got? Go ahead, Sydney.
I was just going to say, our last bit of news is that our August contest is if you give us an iTunes review, we will pick one random winner and give them one of these nice coins.
Woohoo!
So you have until this Thursday, which is obviously the 31st of August, if you go on to iTunes and give us, a star rating and write a little bit about what you like or don't like about the show. And then we'll pick a random winner on Thursday.
And the winner will not be based on how well you rate us or anything like that. Just random. Just say that disclaimer, right? There we go.
And we've had some good. So we've had some ratings. Mm-hmm. Some people have gone there and done them, which is we really appreciate. All were positive or constructive, I think.
Yeah, I think so as well, and that helps us. So,
yeah. Very much so.
Let's get past the boring stuff and get into the fun
All
stuff
right,
tonight.
let's get into the show. Yes. Jolien Jenno. We've talked a couple times. We even did a quick little test one night, and but we didn't really get to talk about a lot. We just were testing to make sure we could connect with you guys and everything's fine. So first, tell us a little bit about yourselves and where are you originally from and that kind of thing.
Well, we are Jolien Jenno, and we are a couple that is together for about 4 years.
3 years and a half.
3 years and a half.
Whoops, get that right now.
And Joleen is from
Turnhout, originally from
Turnhout.
Turnhout. Yeah.
That's also a city in Belgium. And
Mhm.
I am from Ghent. Maybe you know that also.
Yes.
It's a very historical city in Belgium.
Yeah, big town. Yep.
Yes, it's also a big town. And we've met each other when I was working for the radio. She was one of the persons that was in Korea for having beauty pageants.
Yeah.
And I was doing the interview. And after that, we have met each other for sometimes because we were interested in each other. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's very sweet. Yeah, because so Jolien, yeah, because you were Miss Belgium, right, in 2014.
No, but I was representing Belgium in China.
Oh, okay. There you
I was
go.
also representing Belgium in Thailand and in Korea. So yeah, I was representing Belgium 5 times. And it was a really nice experience because I really love to travel. But that was in a time when I wasn't doing geocaching yet. So that's why I don't have found a geocache in China or Thailand or whatever.
Oh yeah, it sounds like us. We all have traveled places and wish we'd been geocaching at the time.
So that was back before you started geocaching. How did you get started with geocaching?
Well, we loved one thing together very much, and that was traveling around the world. So we have did that a lot, and there was some person that who was telling us to do geocaching on the way, on the trips, because then you visit places you don't visit when you are a tourist, and they are most of it very beautiful and very interesting. So we have done that, and it was it became a passion of us too. So now we are still geocaching, and we have how many geocaches?
Well,
I'm not sure about how much we have now found. I guess it's already more than 1,000 or something. I have to check. I'm not sure.
That's in 2 years time.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I saw the photo where you did the 700.
Yeah, it was 1 year ago, I guess, or
1 year
something.
ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you also have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you vlog about geocaching or travel, or what do you vlog about on there?
We are vlogging everything. We have a daily vlogging channel, so every day we make a new video, and it's we don't go out for geocaching every day, but but when we are going to have a geocache or go searching for a geocache, we take the camera with us. Yes.
Yeah.
And last geocache trip was one based on the NASA.
The spaceship. We have a really nice
spaceships.
Yeah, we have really nice geo art in Belgium. In Belgium.
Yeah, in Belgium.
And it is a spaceship.
Yeah, space shuttle.
Yeah, a space shuttle, and
there are 100 caches.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Awesome. That's very cool. How much of the geo art have you guys found? Have you found part of it, or?
We have now found 61 of it.
61.
Yeah.
So
very
you have to do
cool.
something.
Yeah, we have to go back.
We have to go back. And it's a very beautiful trail because every cache has a rocket.
Yeah, something
shaped-
special, a star, a rocket, or
Star or rocket or
Right.
I love
thing,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was just checking, and now we have 1,401 caches found. So
Wow.
Yay.
Good for you guys. That's awesome. In a short time, like you said, it's only been a couple of years now.
2 years, in 2 years, yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Sydney.
Okay, I was just gonna say, so you guys love to travel. What are your most memorable experiences geocaching that you've had while traveling?
Wow. Yeah.
We were in Lanzarote, and
It's an island in Europe.
In Spain,
it's
Spanish island.
Spanish island, and the most of the island is based
made
on
of a volcano rock.
Volcano rock shaped island. So it's like you're walking on the moon, and there are also many caches over there, and one of the cache was in a cave.
Yeah. And it was really dark in the cave, and I was also wearing slippers on my feet, so I wasn't wearing a normal
Geocaching,
geocaching
Right.
shoe. So I went inside the cave, and Jenno said, "Okay, if you're going inside, it's what?"
I will wait over here.
Yeah.
So if something happens, I can call the emergency. Because inside the cave you don't have connection.
Right.
And it was so dark in the cave, and there were also bats in it, and it was really cold in the cave. But we found it.
Yeah,
I found it.
yeah, she found it. Well, you did it, yeah.
And I think one of the other things we love to do is geocaching on very busy places. So busy places where you have to wait, or when it's after a bench or after a traffic sign, and there are many people just standing around over there, and then you have to wait. When do you do some action? When do you log it?
Right.
That's some things we love.
We also have done on a really touristic place in Japan.
Yes.
And we had to wait a long time.
Yeah.
And then we were finally logging it, and then someone was really looking at us from, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this?" What is it? And he said, "Snap! Still someone saw us."
Yes.
So it was a little bit stupid. We were there waiting so long.
Yeah.
And then someone saw us.
They saw us.
That's awesome.
So, do you have a term that you call those people? We call them muggles.
Mugglers.
Yeah.
Mugglers is something like from is it not something like from Harry Potter?
Yep.
Yes.
It is.
In Belgium they call them dreuzels. But even in Belgium, we say about the mugglers in geocache terms, mugglers. So, but in the translation in the Harry Potter books, it's dreuzels.
Oh, that's funny. That's awesome.
But we don't call them dreuzels. We call them mugglers.
Muggles.
I don't know. I kind of like that.
I like that.
I'm gonna start saying that.
Start calling from the Dutch word there, yeah. So
All right. So the exciting thing and the reason why y'all are on tonight and spending your time talking to us tonight is this project you've got going. We want to hear all about this project.
Yeah, we have thinking about it a very long time. I think it's also have been a year.
More than a year, a lot more than a year.
And we have a lot writing about it, and now it became more closer and closer. The opening of our first business together. We are going open a geocache coffee and tea shop, and also doing team buildings for businesses
or birthday parties
for kids. That will be open
soon.
We don't have a date because it was normally planned for two months ago, but there are some construction problems, so we have to work a little bit more than we thought. So we hope to open in about 2 months from here.
3 weeks.
2 months. 2 months from here.
2 months.
Yeah.
Oh. No, we are hoping to open in the end of September or the beginning of October.
Yeah.
And we are already almost the end of August, so it's not so much anymore.
October will be a good
and it's also a place where there can be geocachers together and also talk about geocaches, about geocaching, and we will also have a web shop and also a physical shop in our coffee and tea house, and we will also make really nice trails around in the neighborhood. So yeah.
Very neat. And what's this place going to be called?
Geotea.
Geotea.
Yes.
Geo from geocaching and tea from tea. Geotea.
That's awesome.
I like it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I like it. There's nothing like that at all around where I am. I don't know. I don't think I've heard of anything like that in the United States at all. So did you come up with that idea? How did you come up with that idea?
There is one in Germany.
Yeah.
In Germany, in Berlin, you have a clubhouse called Lost Place.
Mm-hmm.
And there we have been. And the sphere,
the
atmosphere,
the
atmosphere was so nice, and so we had so good feeling about that we are gebruikt als voorbeeld.
We
use
it
that as
an
example for us, for our tea room.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Yeah, I wish we had something like that here. I would be there all the time.
but here in Belgium or also in the Netherlands, there's nothing like this. Normally, if there is a geocache event, it's most somewhere in a local pub or something. But it's mostly smaller also. And we want to make a geocache clubhouse, so geocachers can come together and ask things, and then and also sharing experiences and
That's awesome.
Yep.
So here's the big question: are you gonna put a geocache at your shop?
We gonna do it, I guess, but we don't gonna set it on the Geocache website,
on the app, because it is not allowed to make it commercial. So we are going to make a really good example inside our tea house, so people also can get to know about geocaching, and we can also explain them about it if they never have found a geocache or something. But
let's call it an inside joke. But we don't gonna commercialize it because it's very we
have to be careful with it, because we don't want to make geocaching too commercial also, because otherwise everyone is going to do geocaching. But but we really want to. We want to spread our love about geocaching with everyone. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. If I could, let me show. I want to for YouTube folks. I was going to show real quick. Let me do that real fast, and we can talk about it. So we got some. Yeah, we got some pictures. I thought would be kind of cool to let's take a look at that. We'll talk about the photos. So which one of you is painting this one? Was this you?
I was doing the painting.
Jolien was doing it? Oh, good. Yeah, it looks really good. So I don't think it was Jenno. I think it was
That's not my work.
No.
That's not your work?
Mine.
That's good though.
But it looks like there is still a square in it, but now it's normal. So I'm not sure what it is on the picture, but
it's the light.
It is the light, I guess.
Oh, it's darker. It's a darker green. Or?
No, I mean the wall.
See a little spot over there.
Yeah, I see
Oh,
it.
right here. Oh, yeah, yeah, I can see.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, but that normally it's all the same now.
Oh, good.
Not sure what it is.
Right. Well, you probably just put the paint down, and so it just had to dry completely. But
Yeah, probably.
that's a nice color. I like that green. That's a nice. Now, this was taken. This is back in, I guess, August from what it says up here. So, did you guys when you what was the some of the process as far as how did you pick the place that you picked to have the tea shop?
It's not so far from the Netherlands, and we have a lot of geocachers. They are very active in the Netherlands, and also Lille is
which I'm showing on the screen now. Go ahead.
Is a little bit in the heart of the Kempe, and the Kempe is a sort of it's not a province, but it's like how do you call it? A sort of green area in Belgium.
Here, I'll switch to satellite. We kind of maybe get
yeah, but everything is green in Belgium.
Everything green, yeah. That's awesome. Yes, yes. But yeah, for people who we have listeners, we have Belgian listeners to the show. So just hello to all our Belgian Geocache Talk listeners. And we have people in France and Netherlands. We have people all over Europe. And so I know Geo Paul's listening. He's been on our show before, and I know he's not far. He's just in London. He can. It's
really close. London is a few hours.
Yeah. So I think Paul's gonna have to jump over there to Lille.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. Because so yeah, here's Antwerp. You're close to Antwerp. You're east of there, and then Belgium is down. Or Brussels, I'm sorry, is down here, and then, like you said, Ghent's right over here. So, and then you're close because this is the border, and sometimes crazy border with the Netherlands. So here's the Netherlands right there. Just I'll roll back out to the people.
The Netherlands is only a 30 minutes drive or something from us. And of course, if you're living if you're living somewhere in the middle of the Netherlands, it's of course farther away, but the border is only 30 minutes. Right. And then a lot of, so, and even you're not too far from Germany. Yeah.
One of the most favorited virtual caches in the world is in Cologne at the church there.
I read about it.
But we haven't.
Yeah, but you haven't been there. No, not yet. But yes, it's only 3 hours driving, but so it's really close.
Yeah, very cool. And I also noticed there's your sign. There's a sign outside.
Yeah, sign. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have to translate it?
Oh yeah, tell us what that says. We'd appreciate that.
First, we have the name of it, of our business, GeoT.
Yeah.
Then we have coffee and tea house, tea room. Then we have under it the breakfasts and snacks.
Okay, breakfast.
Pancakes and ice cream.
Ooh.
Team buildings. Children parties. And geocaching.
Geocaching, yes, that's awesome. Yeah.
And there's also a little thing on the right side, and it means we have a really nice terrace, yeah.
Oh yes, which
so people get if they want to sit outside, they can also sit outside.
Yeah, that's awesome. So did you interview? What was you did an interview for?
That was an interview for the regional television.
Okay, very cool.
They want to make a reportage about the progress about GeoT. The working things in our building and stuff like that, and they also want a little bit more information about geocaching.
Information for the mugglers.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Opening soon, and okay. So what view is this one, you guys? What was this?
This is our
This is terrace.
Yeah, so it's our outside. The garden, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but now in picture there are only 4 or 5 tables, but now we have a lot more
Yes.
tables. So
that was only for the picture.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Put a few out there for the photo. That's great. That's
They have
nice.
a lot of.
Yeah. That's very nice out there. And then this was, I think, almost what I think I saw this on Twitter, and that's when I contacted you guys and said we'd love to have you on the show for this. But this was in a local newspaper or magazine. What was this in?
This is in a Belgium newspaper, and they made a really big page of us. And I'm not sure if I guess I have it here also. Is it?
Maybe we have it.
Yeah.
That's really neat. Yeah.
It's really big. It's almost the size of Jello's head.
Oh yeah. Hang on. Let me go back to that. Hang on. Let me stop this. Let me go back to the page real quick. And so you've got a copy of it there. Let's see it. Okay. Yep. There you are. Oh yeah.
So what does that say? What's the title say?
The title is a couple opens a coffee and tea house for geocachers.
Awesome.
Very cool.
That is
my Dutch is a little rusty. Not very good.
Yes, that is awesome. Well, let me see real quick. I think we got the cool photos from the place. So, let me go back. So, we talked about the places that you've geocached. We talked a little bit about that, which is really cool that you guys have done some traveling, and that's something that we all, the three of us, love to do, is to find we love to find caches around, obviously where we live, but we really like finding caches when we're traveling, I think.
Absolutely.
But the main question is always, do you travel to do geocaching, or is it otherwise? Do you go on a travel and then searching for some geocaches?
Yep.
Both.
Sometimes both. Yep.
Yeah, for us also, for me also, but for
it's always more interest. I'm always more interesting in the travel, in the place we go to do, and geocaching is one of the bijzaken.
It is something really, really important, but it isn't the most important if he wants to travel.
But you want to travel to places where there are many geocaches,
right?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, because you can do both. Depends on what you're looking for. I think that I think a lot of our listeners too will do both, because there are times. Well, and Jesse's a great example. Jesse's done all the Fizzy, where you do every difficulty type and every terrain type. Mm-hmm. And so, and Sydney's done a bunch too. But not leaving you out, Sydney. But you've not completed. How close are you to completing your Fizzy?
Oh, not very close, Gary.
Not close. You and I are both kind of halfway, probably. But that's an example of people traveling to do something for geocaching. But I know all of us have gone somewhere we wanted to go, and then we know there's geocaches there also, so it makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
We also went to Zakynthos, and it is an island in Greece. Mm-hmm. And I found out there were only, I'm not sure anymore, but I guess it was 38 or something. It was only a few geocaches. I guess it was 38 then. Mm-hmm. And then I had the feeling, so we went there 7 days, so we have to do a few caches a day, and then I have everything on the whole island. We got them all.
Yeah. We got all the geocaches on the island.
We got them all. So
you cleared it out. They're all done, but still, we talked about this before too. The fact that you got to see things or you got to go to places, even probably on that island, that you might not have had on your list to go to, but you ended up going to it because there was a geocache there.
Yes. That we have in Malta we
have experienced that in Malta.
Yeah, in Malta you have a very small island named Gozo, and there are only 5 caches on it. It's also a very small island, and it's not very touristic. A little bit, but not very. And we decided to do Gozo because of the geocaches.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And it was a very nice island too. So it was not only interesting for the geocache counts, but it was also a very nice island and place to stay for a day.
So we had somebody in the chat room that came up with a pretty interesting idea if you haven't thought of it. They said in the bottom of your teacups, you can have a trackable number. So somebody has to drink all their tea to get to the trackable.
That's a very good idea.
We have some creative people in our chat room, so.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. There are a lot of ideas we have. We were in the beginning we were thinking about in the restrooms to do all the restrooms painted as
really big ammo box.
Ammo boxes.
That's awesome.
And in the toilet to do the toilet paper with a logbook.
That was funny.
But now we have in our toilets. Now we have the wooden coin wall. So we are now
not in the toilets, but in the sort of connecting room.
Yeah.
We want to hang on some
wooden
coins.
Yeah.
Collection.
Oh, like the little path tags, you know, or the big ones.
No, the wooden coins. Don't you know the wooden coins?
They call them wooden nickels here.
Oh, the wooden nickels. I'm sorry, I thought you meant which we that was
in Belgium and Europe.
Yeah.
They collect also wooden coins.
Yes, we've seen those. I saw you had a picture of those. Yeah. Do you have one there?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she's searching for one.
Search for one. So she's gonna go grab one. Yeah. We do. We have wooden nickels here too, or wooden coins. Those are really cool. So that's a great idea. There you go.
And we asked on our Facebook page to send them if you have one.
You see?
And they send them.
It's a wooden geocoin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, they're awesome. Those are thick ones too. Nice. So
yeah, pretty thick. Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys, you took some of them and put them up on the wall, like.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
I really want to make a wall full of it, but yeah, it takes really long if you see the size of it.
Gonna place them in frames.
Yeah,
like
so now
where you can put in LPs, vinyl, and then we place them inside.
Very cool.
Any other ideas of what geocaching themed type stuff you might want to put in there, or some that you decided you can't do?
We're gonna do a geocaching trail with that's called the geocaching. How do we call it? The spoons. No. My cup of tea.
My cup of tea.
My cup of tea. every cache is a sort of tea.
That's right. And inside we have also, of course, our green wall, and also our napkins are green, and also
the colors of geocaching.
Yeah, it's
right.
Yeah. So it will be a lot of green, and we also have a really original thing for our menu card, but I will not but I will not reveal it already because it's really special. I've never seen it before.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's something special, and we are also thinking about something special like maybe a green milkshake or a green special geocaching smoothie or whatever, something like that.
Mm-hmm. That's a neat idea.
Very cool. Is that green wall kind of the area where people will come in to take their picture? Is that going to be like at geocaching headquarters? Everybody comes. There's just one wall where everybody goes and takes their picture.
You gotta get one of those cutouts where you stick your head in it and it looks like something else.
Or maybe also our wooden wall is maybe also maybe a nice place to make a picture. I guess.
Oh yeah, that'll be a popular place too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they've, Jolien and Jenno have been to, what did we talk about? Was there 5 Disney theme parks at least? So you got some ideas from theme parks too that you could go to with your ideas. So
Yeah, and we love the Disney themed decorations and things, how they do things.
right.
But yeah, we will do something in our geocache. It will not be a normal coffee and tea room.
No.
It will be something special.
That's awesome.
So one of our other people in the chat room asked, will there be any kind of logbook or sign-in guest log inside the business?
That will be our guest book. Indeed.
Oh, very cool.
Yes, and it will be a guest book themed as a logbook.
That'll be neat. I'm sure people are going to be wanting to come and sign that. So
Yeah, it'd be fun too because people could go through and look and see what, like, oh, I didn't know that guy's name, but I know what he goes by in geocaching, you know. So you're like, oh, that's so, you know. So that's kind of neat. You'll be able to kind of, you know, people can leave their, you know, geocaching name too.
Yes.
Do mugglers get to sign the logbook also?
Maybe. If they want, they can do.
There you go.
And maybe they learn something from the geocaches, and maybe they also become a geocacher. You never know. All of us ever have been a muggler, so
That's true. Yep.
never too late to become a geocacher.
Well, and how neat would that have been for any of us if that's where they find out about geocaching? This from GOT. I mean, that's a lot more exciting than when I heard about it. I was still excited about it, but I didn't get to go to a store that was all about it and tea and everything else. That's a neat way to get started in it.
Yeah. We now already have a few viewers from our YouTube channel, and they also know about geocaching, about our videos, and now they, I guess it's already maybe 15 or maybe also 20 people now also doing geocaching as a hobby. So it's I think it's something if you see it somewhere, and I guess most of the people like it or love it.
Yeah, that's true. Then also a lot of friends and family became geocachers because of us, because we do it with so many passion. And
You guys are good ambassadors for the sport, definitely.
One of the other listeners in the chat room says he's a geocaching vlogger. He's a Dutch geocaching vlogger, and he's looking forward to being able to vlog about it too. So he's going to come visit.
Okay. Is it a Rogier?
Says I'm going to mispronounce the name if I try.
GC
Rogier.
ROGIER.
Yeah, Rogier. Yes, it's
Okay.
Rogier. Yeah, I know who it is.
We know him.
Okay.
I know him. And it's also because I just saw he was just sending us a text about it, so that's why I know who it is. Yeah,
We expect him. Not now, but we are not open, but in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's neat.
Everybody.
Yeah, that is awesome. That we got somebody in our chat room who's that lives in Belgium there too with you guys. So
He lives in the Netherlands actually, but
is he in the Netherlands? Okay.
Yeah, but it's like Belgium. In Belgium, everything is really close. You see France, Netherlands, everything is close. It's only 2 hours driving, and you're
Belgium
there
is
already.
also a very small country, so.
Yeah. So yeah, he's in the Netherlands. That's very cool. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, is there in the town of Lille? So is there? Can you take a train? Is there a train station in Lille, or do you have to kind of?
There is a train station in Turnhout, and Turnhout is just next to Lille.
Yeah.
And then from Turnhout you can take the bus to.
And it's really easy if you take a bus or something. Everything is really close. There's also a bus stop really nearby us, so it's only 10 steps or something. It's really just across the street.
It's just
so
pretty close.
really close. So, but yeah, and we are also here now located in the center of Lille.
So we have many parking places around the church.
Yeah, there's also church. But if you're going around Lille, there's also a lot of wood. So we can also make really nice trails.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. And so have you guys, since you've been working hard, even today you guys were over there working on the GOT shop. Have you guys like decided let's see what geocaches are around the area? I mean, so I guess you found the caches that are like down the street or
we have found them, all of them. I guess. But there are not so many. So we have big plans.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you're going to have a shop in the store, a geocaching shop in the store. What kind of stuff are you going to have in there?
We also have our personalized trackable, a geocoin. We'll also have the normal trackables stuff. We have ammo box, batlings, logbooks.
The wooden.
We also have real. I'm not sure. Yeah.
How do you call them? The plate? It's a wooden thing where you put in a geocache. But how do you?
Is there a special name for it?
In Dutch, you call them behuizing, but I don't know how you call it in. It is just a piece of a tree, and you can also slide it open, and inside there is
like a log.
I got
like a fallen tree limb, like a log that you open at the top and put the cache in.
Yes. Yeah, and also a stone, a fake stone and stuff like that.
And also the geocaching tools like a magnet or.
Does it look like this?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you open the top.
Yeah.
And
it's funny because here that is also called a log, but it's a different a log.
This is a log inside of a log. Part of a tree.
I can see where that would be confusing.
But they're fake logs, whatever. So yeah, that's awesome. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So there will be a lot of stuff inside our shop, but of course also in our web shop. Because I think always if I want to buy something, I mostly first want to see it. But there are also people who want to buy it online because it's easy. But the last month we are really busy with our paintings and stuff like that in our decorations and stuff like that in our building. So we also missed International Geocaching Day.
Yeah, we missed.
we were just painting our wall that day. But we really want to make a special event or something next year if it's International Geocaching Day or something like that.
That's awesome. So what do you guys still have left to do before you open, like preparation wise?
Our furniture.
Yeah, on Friday our furniture arrives. We also need a fire. I'm not sure what the name of something. If there is fire to
fire extinguisher.
Yes, that thing. And that thing also arrives somewhere next week. Yeah. And we also need our doors for our toilets. They are also next week.
That's important.
Yeah, important stuff.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, anything else chat room wise? Jesse, did you see anything else we want to cover, or we want to start to wrap up tonight?
I think everybody pretty much, if they were close or anywhere close, they said they would want to go to it. So
great.
Have a consensus. Yeah.
Or maybe if someone wants to travel to Belgium. Belgium is a really nice place, and we have really nice chocolate and really nice beer, and there's also Jolien, of course.
Finish your fire.
There you go. Exactly.
Well, I'm ready. I think we need to do a group trip. Let's just go.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we definitely need to go because, like you said, there's nothing like that I know of in the U.S. like that has a especially tea shop like that. So.
And Jolien is now vlogging. If that is okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
You are now in our YouTube on our YouTube channel.
Awesome. Hey, everybody wave.
In Dutch for a moment.
It's a show in a show.
It
Zijn we op
is.
dit moment bij Geocache Radio. Geotalk heet het. En ze hebben ons gevraagd om eventjes iets te vertellen over onze zaak die open gaat, Geotie. En ja, dat zijn we dus nu aan het doen. We zijn ons aan het interviewen. Hi guys!
Hey.
Hi.
Everybody.
Ja, het is Amerika, dus het is daar nu gewoon dag. En hier is het dus nu al avond. Het is nu 10 voor 11 geworden. Ik zal even de camera hier neerzetten. Zo.
Okay, we got it.
Awesome. Yeah.
I hope this idea works out very well for you, and I would love to see it catch on in other places as well.
Yeah, that will be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody here will copy your idea. That would be.
Maybe you.
There you go. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesse, you could. That'd be a different line of work for you, but you never know. That might be the best.
Picture it now. Jesse with this little apron on, making like scones and.
That's right. Just cooking them all up, all geocaching scones. There you go.
He'll have a difficulty 5, terrain 5 in the tea shop, and he won't give any hints. That's
right. I'll put it on top of a mountain.
Right. There you go.
It's a hard one.
Yes.
Yeah, makes them hard. Well, we mentioned, you said about you're doing YouTube, and I mentioned I didn't tell you guys, but I've been mentioning a couple of weeks that for people to go watch them, even if you don't understand Dutch. You can at least kind of watch and see what you guys are doing. You go to water parks or wherever you're having fun. It makes it for a fun video to watch. So it's really good of you guys to put those together and keep doing your geocaching ones. We still, like I said, it's geocaching doesn't need a language behind it. We'll understand, even though you're speaking Dutch, we'll be able to pick up on your enthusiasm for that geocache. So
yeah, but we also have a few movies, and in the movies they're only geocaching in different countries, and there's also music on it, so everyone can see it and understand it, and also see how it is to find a geocache in Hong Kong or in Tokyo or in.
You can see it on a playlist on our YouTube channel. If you search for Jolien Jenno on YouTube, you can find it.
Yes.
Awesome. And we'll put a link to that in the show notes as well, so people can.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, we got in the show notes your YouTube and your Twitter, so people can follow you on Twitter as well. So, well, coming up on the show next week, we've got on Janji, which is a combination. It's Angie's going to be on the show, but her geocaching name is Janji. She's going to talk about geocaching and social media, which works out perfect because we kind of talked a little bit about tonight. In 2 weeks, we've got on Fuzzy B. He's going to talk about the Mother's Challenge. Geocache, it's been found only 3 times, and it's been DNF'd. Did not find 440 or more now. It goes up every day. I know, isn't that incredible? It's a really hard cache, and so we're going to talk about that a little bit. And then in 3 weeks, we're going to have on Dan Hunsick. He is the inventor of a board game called Cache Me If You Can. It's a board game, so that's something you guys could do. You could get you a copy of Cache Me If You Can and have it so people can play it while they're drinking their tea.
Yeah, sounds nice.
When it's rainy outside.
Yeah, exactly.
They can play inside.
Right, exactly. So very good.
Catch Me If You Can.
Cache Me If You Can. Yeah, I'll send you a link. It'll be great. You'll have to get you a copy of that game. So, but thank you guys so much. for being on with us tonight. We really enjoyed. You bet. We're looking forward to hearing more and excited about the upcoming opening of the GOT coffee shop, tea and coffee shop. So definitely keep us in touch. Keep in touch with us and let us know, and we will we'll let people know. We'll announce it. We'll put your information up in the news area, and we'll put you guys as a news item someday when the show or when the shop opens. So thank you so much. Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Tonight, or it's afternoon for us tonight, for most people who are going to listen, and you guys, it's late over there in Belgium. But please email us your comments at geocachetalk@gmail.com. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at geocachetalk. Mine is at Gary Slinkard. Jesse is at Memphis_Mafia. Sydney is at ShermanatorGC. And Facebook is at facebook.com/geocachetalk. Show can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, and some other locations, as well as the Geocache Talk website. Don't forget to click on that subscribe button below so that you can see and hear the show on a weekly basis. And until next week, don't just talk about geocaching. Go to Belgium and visit the GOT, and then go geocaching.
Oh.
Yes. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.